Friday. It is time to wrap up the week, and it looks like we're going to see some big changes with our weather. Let's get the lowdown. Hi, this is First Alert Chief Meteorologist Steve Beylon, live in the First Alert Weather Center. Looks like a quiet Friday here in the Weather Center, but everything is not that quiet with our forecast. Let's take you outside. This is a live view from our Appleton Sky Cam, and let's see if I can get my ugly mug in the corner here of our live stream. There you go. Hey, there I am. And there it is, live cloud cover over top of the Fox City, 68 degrees. Just not much, but just a hint of some fall foliage up and down College Avenue. It's still summer, technically speaking, although autumn is about to knock on the door. And this is First Alert Viper Max. We're dry despite the clouds. You can see there's a couple thunder showers on the north end of Lake Michigan. Now, that's just the tail end of the rain that came through last night. This is a recap of that precipitation. Most of it fell between 9 p.m. and 3 a.m. And this is, right here, an estimate of the rainfall, which is a little bit outdated because this is 12 hours worth of data, so we're kind of missing the beginning of that precipitation. But through the overnight, the heaviest rainfall came down generally from about Suring and Oconto County back into central Wisconsin. A lot of folks picked up a half an inch of rain up to a full inch of rain. So right now we've got some clouds. It's a bit humid. There is a very tiny chance of a shower or a thunder shower. Otherwise, these clouds will give way to some sunshine. It's going to be warm this afternoon with a high of 82 degrees. But as a cool front comes through, the clouds will get wiped away and the humidity will start to drop later this afternoon. Right now, temperatures are in the 60s. It's 70, though, in Wautoma with 67 degrees in Green Bay. And just as soon as I say that it's 70 in Wautoma, Sturgeon Bay is like, me too. I'm 70 as well. So way to go there, Sturgeon Bay. You are also in the 70-degree temperature club. All right, so here's First Alert Pinpoint Predictor. And here we are looking at 20 minutes from now. Cloudy skies across a good chunk of northeast Wisconsin. Again, an isolated shower or a storm is possible. That's more likely to the north and east, but otherwise, around and after lunch, there go the clouds, and we'll have afternoon sunshine. So mostly sunny skies, 4 o'clock this afternoon. It looks like we'll have fair skies as we go towards tonight. In other words, mostly clear. High temperatures today, lots of low 80s, about 82 in the Fox Cities and Fond du Lac, about 80 in Manitowoc, some spots in the north in the upper 70s, 79 for a high temperature in Lakewood. The humidity is a bit high right now with dew points in the mid and upper 60s, but once this front comes through, the dew points will drop back into the upper 50s this evening, which is a bit more comfortable and a bit more refreshing for folks heading to high school football games tonight. Our Operation Football Game of the Week is Freedom at Fox Valley Lutheran. Not as humid, a mild night with temperatures falling back into the upper half of the 60s, and we'll have clear skies. And yes, I know Freedom at Fox Valley Lutheran is our Operation Football Game of the Week, but if you tune into Action 2 News at 10 tonight, Dave Schrader and all the sports guys, they'll have all the highlights across the area for all the games, so make sure you tune in. All right, so you got to hear about our next weather maker because this is going to bring some significant changes to our forecast. There's more rain arriving going into Sunday, but there's also a switch in the season. Some much cooler weather is on its way. So this storm system is out towards the border of Alberta, Canada, and Saskatchewan, Canada. And you can see some of the showers, and even in the Rockies, the Canadian Rockies, there's some snow. So this storm system is actually going to pass north of us through the weekend, but it's going to drag that cool front you see in the Pacific Northwest across Wisconsin Saturday night. And into Sunday, that front's going to slow down. And watch what happens here. First Alert Pinpoint Predictor. Saturday evening, increasing clouds. Around and just after midnight, there may be some showers or a thunder shower. And then the front slows down or stalls out, and it's along and behind that boundary, rain develops Sunday morning in the Fox Cities over towards the lakeshore. Midday Sunday into Sunday afternoon, that rain becomes rather widespread. There probably will be some embedded thunderstorms. Not as much rain back to the northwest. We will see some clouds, but probably some drier weather. And then the rain pushes out of eastern Wisconsin heading into Sunday night. So these are estimated rainfall totals. I said estimated, and I kind of stressed that word because I wouldn't look at these rainfall totals as gospel. But you get the general gist. From Green Bay, the Fox Valley, and Southeast, that's where the highest rainfall totals are expected to be between now and the end of the weekend. There'll be totals that exceed half an inch. That 2.8 there in Sheboygan seems rather robust. Not that you couldn't have a heavier downpour in that neck of the woods, but in general, to the north, where we are dealing with moderate drought conditions, the rainfall is not expected to be as heavy, which is kind of unfortunate. I actually would rather see some heavier rain across the north portions of our viewing area, but you'll get a little bit, not a lot, not as much as folks across east central Wisconsin down towards Milwaukee. So there's your first alert Super 7-day forecast. Clouds, then sun, humid, maybe a stray shower or thunder shower. This rain chance is at most 1 in 5. I think a lot of folks will probably avoid it. 82 your Friday high. Saturday looks very warm, 85 with mostly sunny skies. And then that front comes through on Sunday, 68. That's a big drop, huh? Showers, thunderstorms possible. And then the more seasonably mild weather lasts in next week. So we really shake this summertime weather pattern as our highs next week will be in the upper 60s and the lower 70s. So let's talk about Sunday's weather for the Fox Cities Marathon. This is a wonderful event. Thousands of people are going to be there either running or cheering on their family and friends as they run down the street. Looks like rain is going to be developing, and it is going to be cloudy and we'll call it mild. Temperatures stuck in the 60s with that north wind preventing temperatures from really warming up very much. I was just speaking with a representative from the Fox Cities Marathon just on the phone about half an hour ago, and she tells me that they're watching that forecast very closely. And part of the reason why they're watching it very closely is, she said, they don't mind rain at the marathon, but if there's any thunderstorms, well, that's obviously an issue when you have thousands of people who are outside, at a big event like that. So that's something that, marathon officials are watching very closely. So we'll continue to track that marathon forecast, and we'll first alert you to any adjustments that we need to make. But, yes, I would say rain at the marathon is likely. And as far as thunderstorms are concerned, there's a chance. There's also a chance of some rain as we go into Tuesday as that little disturbance moves across the Great Lakes. Our severe weather outlook on Sunday is in the low category. So yes, I do expect a chance of thunderstorms along with the rain on Sunday, but severe weather doesn't seem very likely to me. It seems like if there's going to be any thunderstorms on Sunday, they would be garden variety storms. And Sunday is the first official day of fall. In case you're wondering, the autumnal equinox arrives 7:44 Sunday morning. And you know what? Fall has become a season of warming. And here's an example of that. Over the past 10 days, I know it's not officially summer, but the past 9 out of the past 10 days, we've had our high temperatures in the 80s, and today will be in the 80s. So today will be the 10th September day in a row in Green Bay where our high temperatures are in the 80s. A normal or average high temperature for today would be 70, but when you have highs that are closing in on 90, that is an unseasonably warm stretch. Now, I look at that and I think, well, that's a pretty remarkable stretch of weather. And I think when you look at a specific short-term event, I have a hard time pitting climate change to any one specific event. However, events like that become more likely to happen again because of climate change, because of the warming that's going on our planet. If you look at the United States, and this is a map of how many degrees warmer in meteorological fall, September, October, November, the average temperature is. We've seen large increases in average temperature during the fall season across much of the Rockies, Minnesota, the northern Great Lakes, and even here in northeast Wisconsin, we've seen warmer weather in the fall season. Compared to how autumn used to be in Green Bay back in 1970, our average temperature has climbed 3.6 degrees Fahrenheit. That's pretty significant. When we say average temperature, we're talking about the highs, the lows, and all the temperatures in between. And so fall is warmer now than it used to be 53 years ago, 54 years ago if you count this year. And that temperature change of 3.6 degrees Fahrenheit compared to how it used to be back in 1970. That's honestly, just straight honest with you, that's an indisputable fact. You could, if you want, you can take all those temperatures and you can do the math, but that's the change in average temperature. And from year to year, it goes up and down a little bit, but unfortunately, it's been going up and down, and the whole overall trend is going up. So what does that mean? What does that actually mean? It means that in meteorological fall, September, October, and November, we get 14 days. In other words, 2 weeks of extra warmer than normal weather. And that includes the stretch we just had. So this sizzling summer stretch that we've had recently, I'm not going to say that it specifically was climate change, but stuff like that is more likely to repeat itself because of climate change. Climate change is a real thing. I know some people out there refuse to believe that. I'm not, and honestly, I don't even care about your politics. I don't care if you're on the left side of the fence, the right side of the fence. I present data, facts, and then I let you decide to do with them or not do with them. My feeling is you figure it out with your friends, your family, your politicians, and you guys can decide. I give you facts. You as a society can figure out what to do with it or not do with it. That's up to you. Anyway, you can also figure out whether you want to use our free app, WBAY First Alert Weather, that QR code. You can scan that. Weather updates go right to your phone periodically during the day. We'll always keep you ahead of the storm. And you know what? When the weekend rolls in, like it does in this next day or two, you'll be happy to get the hour-by-hour forecast. You'll be happy to get the radar on your phone and be able to track storms and rain, precipitation, and then figure out, do you need to carry an umbrella to those events that you're going to go to this weekend? Definitely comes in really, really handy. All right, I think I am all tapped out. I think I gave you everything I can give you. But for our TV viewers, I'll give you a little more on Action 2 News Mid-Morning. That's coming up in 10 minutes on the TV side. And that seems to be about it. So, fall fans, rejoice. Autumn is about to arrive, like literally and figuratively. It's going to be a cooler, more seasonable stretch starting Sunday into next week. And for those who love the hot summer weather, enjoy tomorrow, because tomorrow is probably the last day for a while where it's going to be like that. All right, have a wonderful Friday. Thanks for watching our live stream, and have a super day. Enjoy your weekend, too.